In 1917, the Egyptian authorities received a report about the murder of a Frenchman inside his home. France demanded that the case be escalated to the consular court and that Egyptian investigations stop immediately. They threatened to take international action if their request was not met. This case became one of the most important cases solved by Dr. Sidney Smith, a pioneer in forensic medicine. At that time, during World War I, foreigners living in Egypt had many privileges. Any Egyptian who harmed a foreigner faced very serious and fast punishment. So when a foreigner was murdered, the case had to be handled carefully and urgently to avoid international problems. The authorities quickly moved when they learned that a Frenchman was killed inside his luxurious house in one of Cairo's fancy neighborhoods. The house looked like a hotel, showing that the man was very wealthy. His body was found in his bedroom at the end of a long hallway. Dr. Sidney Smith and a French doctor were assigned to investigate the crime. They visited the crime scene together. The house was very large with many bedrooms lined up along the hallway, each with its own private balcony. The Frenchman was found dead on his bed with multiple wounds on his head. The bed net above him was torn apart, suggesting he was attacked while sleeping. However, the rest of the room was neat, and there were no signs of forced entry or struggle. The victim was wearing casual clothes and socks, but his pants pockets were empty. A neatly folded set of pajamas was placed on the bed. Beside the bed was a table with the remains of a meal from the famous Shepherd's Hotel. They also found that the closet was open with an empty box inside. Across from the victim's room, another room had signs that a man and a woman had recently spent time together. There were luxury food remains, 2 glasses with alcohol, and a half-empty bottle. The ashtray in that room contained 3 fully smoked cigarettes. It was clear that 2 people had enjoyed a relaxed time together. After inspecting everything, the body was sent to the forensic department for a full examination. One of the most important things was determining the exact time of death. Police investigations showed that food from Shepherd's Hotel had been delivered to the house at 9 p.m. The investigators suspected that whoever was in the second room may have committed the crime. Further police work revealed that the man and woman involved came from 2 powerful families. Both were married to other people. Because of their status, police couldn't call them in for questioning unless they had strong evidence linking them directly to the crime. Dr. Sidney Smith's report revealed that the body was in a state of strong stiffness and early decay. This meant the man had been dead for about 24 hours. 7 separate wounds were found on the right side of the head, suggesting quick, intentional attacks. The body showed no other injuries, meaning there had been no struggle. The attacker likely struck once to disable the victim, then delivered more blows to make sure he died. The stomach contents showed undigested food, meaning the victim died about an hour after eating. Dr. Sidney concluded that the time of death was between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m., shortly after lunch. The French doctor disagreed, thinking the murder happened at night based on a witness statement. But Dr. Sidney insisted scientific evidence was more reliable. Meanwhile, police discovered the victim had been using his home as a secret meeting place for wealthy people engaging in illegal activities. The French doctor wanted to investigate all visitors to the house. However, Dr. Sidney believed that would waste time and take the investigation off track. Dr. Sidney argued that since the victim and his guests were wealthy, robbery was unlikely. He believed the killer was someone who knew the victim well and knew his daily habits and routines. The police agreed with Dr. Sidney's view and focused their efforts accordingly. The investigation led to the victim's servant, who had been living in the house with him. When police questioned the servant, he quickly confessed. He explained that after many arguments about money, he waited until the man fell asleep after lunch, killed him with a fireplace poker, and stole his money. Then, he hosted new guests as if nothing had happened, serving them food and drinks while the victim lay dead in the next room. Thanks to Dr. Sidney Smith's careful work, the case was solved, earning him even more respect as a pioneer of forensic science. And all this happened back in 1917. If you found this story shocking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more true crime cases. Until next time, stay safe and thanks for watching.